Okay, so here is a synthetic division example. So here's our problem. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to look at the divisor here. And you need to think in your head. This is certainly not something you have to write down, but you're kind of thinking, what's the solution to x plus 2 equals 0, which is pretty clearly negative 2. So what you're going to do is in that little box thing, you put negative 2. You then take each coefficient and just write them across the top, okay? And you draw your line. So again, each of these numbers are these coefficients. Notice the negatives. That's really, really important. Okay, and then here's just the process. You move the 3 down. You then multiply this number by whatever's in the box. So negative 6. You then add when you move down. So here I'm going to get negative 8. I then again multiply negative 8 by negative 2, and I get 16. Now when I add negative 16 plus 16, it's pretty clearly 0. So what that means is there's no remainder. The 0 means no remainder, right, in this case. And that my answer is 3x minus 8. So this variable and exponent is always one less exponent than what we started with. So we started with a squared, and here we have just a 1. So the final answer to this is 3x minus 8. And here's another example. This one will have a remainder though. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to just think in our heads, what would make x minus 1 equal 0? The answer to that is 1. So 1 goes in the box. Then we put the coefficients across the top, paying attention to the negatives. Bring down the 5. And then we multiply by 1, so we get 5. And as a reminder, we add, right? So now we're going to get 3 here. We multiply by 1, right? We're multiplying by whatever's in the box. And we add, and we have 10. So this means that our final answer here is 5x plus 3 with a remainder of 10. Okay? Now, we can write it like that, or if you remember back from your elementary school days, remainders can be written as fractions, and that is absolutely true here, same thing. So it's 10 over x minus 1. Okay, so that's just a quick reminder of how to do synthetic division.